Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Returner decides to fair catch this. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
Quarterback still with the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. And the single back takes the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Now it's second down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Jamania bringing pressure. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Noles will line up to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on, then booted away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They're going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Takes the handoff again. Finds room at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, who played, of course, in Florida State.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jamania. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The shotgun running play call. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the defense look slow that time. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Jamania. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Grab down the middle. It's Harris. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Throws a rocket toward the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Noles pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Jamania. Pass caught, can he get in? And they stop him just short of the defense, really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Gamecocks will send the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Looking for a gap. It's Punga. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will have to punt this one away. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Caught quickly. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Gives it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that run produces a decent gain. The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's fourth down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This one is right through, and they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The pass rush closing in. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He'll field the punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Breaks loose at the 45. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. This will likely be the last play of the half. And he drops back in the gun. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back, it's Jamania. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Trying to find room, it's Punga. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the quarterback dropping back, testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And the Gamecocks are going to cash in this red zone trip.
Let's go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to pass. It's Jamania. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him. He's sacked.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
First down sack. Pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Harris. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus.
The ball is picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. On the ground, it's Punga. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Back to throw. It's Jamania. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and
it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, and they heave it deep downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets into space at the 50. Run down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The game makes it second and medium. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver as a design quarterback keeper. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's got it right near the end zone. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they...
Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Chris, just so impressive. You know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.